Hello, fellow Neopians, and happy Bori Day. I have a pick a card spread for you guys. We have in pile 1 the Shadowscapes Tarot, in pile 2 the Mystical Cats Tarot, pile 3 is the Wise Dog Tarot, and then we have the RWS, the Rider-Waite-Smith classic art in pile 4. You can go ahead and skip to whichever pile or watch all 4, whatever is calling your name. And we will begin with pile 1. Hello, pile 1. So we are going to get started with the Shadowscapes Tarot. Moved you in a little closer so hopefully we can see the cards a little better. We have the Hanged Man, the Four of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and Violet. Viola Sororia? Oh, I'm going to butcher this. I'm so sorry. Faithfulness and modesty. Modesty is a shining light that prepares the mind to receive knowledge and the heart for truth. Madame Gouzeau. So sorry again. I hope that brought something good to you with the Violet card. This looks like you're gonna have to take some real time for inner work. The Hangman is usually very much about looking within. In regards in this particular scenario, it seems that you need to just take a moment to yourself in peace without others nearby. You are needing to float in the river by yourself and having that calm moment of reflection. Taking the time to think amongst yourself, or I suppose amongst yourself doesn't quite make sense, to think with yourself about what's going on. How does this affect you? How does everything affect you? I'm wondering if this could be within a relationship of some sort, since you are having a reminder of faithfulness. This could also be that there's somebody close to you. The Queen of Pentacles suggests to me somebody of feminine energy that might be, you could be in a fight with. There's possible upset in discourse that has happened, and now you need to go back and make things right with them. This is important, and it's okay that if that needs to happen. But there needs to be some self-reflection. And if you need to say, I'm sorry, you need to say it. I know it can be hard, but it is important. I hope that was somewhat helpful to you and that this brought you some answers. This is a time of growth, and it's inner growth. You can do this, and this will make you a much better person because of it. Hello, pile 2. You have chosen the Mystical Cats Tarot. This deck loves you for choosing it. It's very happy with that. So we're going to look at what the cards have, and we've also pulled a Botanical Inspirations card for this reading. So, let's see. We have the Earth Tom in reverse, a Fire King, the Nine of Fire, and Forget-Me-Nots. I'm so sorry. I butchered the pile 1's name. I'm going to just skip it. Eternal Memories. The best thing in life are the people you've loved, the places you've seen, and the memories you've made along the way. By Unknown. I mean, this has got to be talking about some people, because we have Earth Tom and Fire King. There is some, most likely some masculine energy coming in with this, that there are some masculine people that have come in and helped you, possibly given you insight to something. You're probably not on great terms with the Earth Tom, just since it's reversed. This might not be a very good relationship that's happening right now, but your Fire King person is probably somebody who's a bit more visionary, possibly an entrepreneur. You know, often I find when I read with this deck that the Fire King shows up when I need to look for somebody for help, or if I'm trying to like start something new. Maybe this is you trying to become that entrepreneur or something. There's a new start that's happening and you need to like own it. That's very much what's coming from that. With the Earth Tom, somebody who's helping a kitten, bringing them back to the land, as the idea of the card is that this kitten has wandered off and the Tom is helping this kitten get home. And it's lovely and it's wonderful, but this Tom is used to this like very routine based schedule, and that might be something as a Fire King type person that you are not super loving the routines. You might be like, I want to have freedom and creativity, and I totally understand this. And it's really showing with the Nine of Fire how you may have some resilience to that, where or not resilience, yeah, resilience, I guess, is the word I'm kind of looking for. You might have some, there is a knocking of heads almost. You're at this meeting and it's not going well. The unfortunate thing is that in the order of how the cards, the story goes, the Nine of Fire then leads into an explosion of fire. So the Ten of Fire tends to have a, you have to pay for your consequences. I'm hoping emotionally you're doing okay, since we aren't seeing any cup cards here. We're also not seeing any swords or your sky cards in this. So hopefully you're thinking logically about whatever this next move is. You need to keep your emotions, you know, understandable. And if you are in a dispute with this other person, make sure that you're understanding like where they're coming from. It's okay that you don't see eye to eye. That's fine, but you still need to get along with them. In the sense of the eternal memories of the forget-me-nots, it feels like this is important enough that this is going to be a lifelong decision, or at least a lifelong memory. Something about this is going to stick with you, and hopefully it's a good thing. And I think you have the power to change it into a good thing if it's not looking like it will be. This friendship needs to be rekindled. It needs to be at least somewhat saved. It's okay if you part ways, but leaving in a awful taste in both of your mouths will forever live there. You really do need to have this relationship stand, but on good grounds. I hope that was somewhat helpful. Just be careful. There's some sense of wariness here, but like, you can definitely, you've got this. And like, yeah, you've got this. I don't know how else to say that. Good luck, pile 2. Hello, pile 3. You've chosen the Wise Dog Tarot. Welcome. This deck is happy to meet you in a lovely golden retriever type of way, where it's so excited and it's jumping all over you. I love this deck. So hopefully this will be good things. 8 of Wands. The 5 of Swords. The 3 of Wands. And a lily. I believe that's Lilium. That's the name. Majesty and Virtue. The lily is the emblem rare of many virtues, good and rare. The lily is the emblem rare of many virtues, good and rare. By Unknown. Okay. So we have some wand energy happening, probably lots of creative things happening. You might be a creative person. You might be, sometimes the wands are spiritual, so that could be potentially playing into this. So sorry, pile 3, I have a runny nose happening, so I stopped to go blow my nose. Yeah, so what we're looking at here is that there is some sort of travel. You are on the move, but a little hesitant almost, it seems. We have a sad dog in the background, and I don't know if this is necessarily like a good move for you. You might feel a little defeated, like this dog stole everything from you. Some preparation maybe, or foresight was forgotten in this. That things weren't taken care of or properly planned for. in this change that's happening. This deck really loves this card, I have found, and I'm unsure exactly why. There's a lot of learning I think I have to learn, or there's a message this deck seems to be constantly trying to tell people with the Three of Wands, and it really just wants you guys to be prepared. It seems there's a conflict happening. It seems that you're like moving or possibly just switching jobs or something. Hopefully financially you're doing okay, because there's no pentacles here, and emotionally wise I'm hoping it's okay, but I have a feeling that with the river, the body of water in the Swords card, that something might not be doing super great, that you might be wishing something else had happened, that this was not the change that was happening in your life. Hopefully it was okay. The Virtuous card makes me a little concerned that possibly you feel like virtue is gone, or the majesty is gone. I want you to know that there's wonderful things in life that are important. There's beautiful things in life. The sun on your skin, drinking water, I love doing. I know that sounds weird, but like I love how water is just, it does so much for us. I find just feeling wind is really, really wonderful. Dirt is so cool. Like I love that, like my skin has such little tiny ridges in that I can feel things, but like dirt will sit in them and it's wonderful. And feeling the heat of the sun and the cool air of fall, at least it's fall where I'm at in my hemisphere. So it's getting colder out, but I get to still feel the warmth of the sun on my face, and just this like, this wonderfulness of it is important. I hope you're able to take advantage of that and know that this will pass. It's okay. Things change. You're gonna be okay. And you are still a strong individual. Take care of yourself emotionally right now. I'm very concerned that no cup cards came up with this, is that it's very much like, it almost feels like you're beating yourself up. They're like, oh, I wish I had the foresight to know that this change was gonna be this way. Don't beat yourself up for that. Let your emotions live. It's okay. Next time you can do something about it. And that's okay that this time didn't work out. Now you know. Now you have the knowledge, which is really nice. It'll be okay, pile 3. Hello, pile 4. We zoomed in a little bit just so you guys can see the art a little bit better. You have chosen the RWS deck, the Rider-Waite-Smith, the classic art. Oh, we're starting off with an 8 of Pentacles. Ooh, a Judgment in reverse. All right. King of Pentacles in reversed. And then I have chosen a Botanical Inspirations card. I pulled, and this is the Peony. Prosperity and compassion. Prosperity depends on wanting what you have, then excuse me, let me try that one more time. Prosperity depends more on wanting what you have than on having what you want. By Unknown. What an interesting card to have with all these pentacles. So the 8 of Pentacles is wonderful. You might be a student that is learning something right now. You might be a apprentice, I'm trying to think of all the things that, like, you're somebody who's learning right now is basically what's happening. You're educating yourself. Maybe you are being educated. But you feel like that Judgment card in reverse suggests that some sort of punishment is happening, or something is crumbling around you. It really feels like punishment in this particular scenario. You probably feel a little overbeared by whoever is teaching you, and maybe you even feel overbeared by yourself, that like this is unfair or something isn't going well. But you do have to get through this in order to get to a better point. A lot of the time, by educating yourself, you do get to have a more prosperous life on the other side of, whether that's financially, whether that's just emotionally and knowledge-wise. You've learned a lot through the process. Hopefully you are learning some compassion that by this unfair punishment that seems to be happening, you can stop that cycle and not continue it, that you are able to move forward in a way that is positive for you and others. It's not just you in this world, as much as it sometimes feels like it. We're very alone. It's a bunch of people, and it might be helpful to go and volunteer somewhere, catch up with a friend, start a new creative project, or pick up a hobby that you enjoy doing. Hopefully emotionally you are taking care of yourself. There's trying to keep a level-headed and logical thinking can be very hard in this moment, but I'm very much think you can get through this, because I know you can. But I do want you to be aware that moving forward is going to be a bit difficult. I hope that it works out. You don't have to continue the cycle of abuse or unfair or unjust things that are happening to you. Doesn't have to continue. You do get to stop it here, which is wonderful. You have a lot of power in your hands. Just keep that in mind. In wonderful things, the pentacles often are a sign of good prosperity. It can be in material things like money, wealth, possibly job. This education seems that is a good future in that sense, that you're in a great field that will help financially for your sake. So hopefully that will all work out, and it seems like it will. It just seems that right now is a rough patch, and I'm sorry you're going through it. I believe in you, though. Thank you so much for watching. You've made it to the end of the video. Happy Bori Day, fellow Neopians, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.